I'm late, Jasmine.
Andre's not here, so he
Oh,
helps me
yeah,
to
good
remember.
call. All right, I'm putting you on speaker view so you can look at yourself later. Okay, Jacob with a K.
Okay. Your proposition was children should not have cell phones.
Mhm.
You defined
Did you tell
children.
me? I have my second contention.
No,
He
it's too
said it
late.
already.
Oh, okay, good.
It's too late, Tom.
Thank you.
Define children and cell phones. Your contention was cell phones are bad for kids.
hmm
For your first proof, you listed off a bunch of negatives about why cell phones are bad.
hmm
Did they give us any proof?
That's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Does having cell phones cause those negative harms all the time? Or that's the first one. Does having cell phones cause those harms?
Yes.
Does having cell phones cause those harms all the time?
No.
What percent of the time does having cell phones cause those harms?
I don't know.
Are there any other causes for those harms?
Like Playboy magazine? Yes.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof.
Okay. Proof two.
I do proof two?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we switch.
For proof two, you listed off even more negatives of having cell phones.
hmm
Did they give us any proof?
What they said.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Okay, here, just so I'm not wasting anyone's time. Would it be causal again?
If you want to, yeah.
Does having cell phones cause those harms?
Yep.
Do cell phones cause those harms all the time?
Nope.
What percent of the time do they cause those harms?
No idea.
Are there any other causes for those harms?
Drugs.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof.
There you go. Okay, number 1 through 7, please.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. James, take over. Proof 3.
All right. For proof 3, you gave us about 7 harmful effects.
Yep.
Did they give us any proof?
Is what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Do these harms cause?
No, the other way.
So do cell phones cause these harms?
Yes.
Do these cell phones cause these harms all the time?
No.
What percent of the time do cell phones cause these harms?
I have no idea.
Are there any other causes for these harms?
Yes. Drugs and Playboy.
Because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept the proof.
Good. Couple of quick things. 1, is kids should not have cell phones a good proposition? It's not just for you, James. It's for everybody. Well,
I would say
Doesn't ask for a change.
doesn't ask for a change, Spencer. Well done. They should or they shouldn't. That is a proposition of fact. It does. Cell phones should be removed from all kids, or cell phones should be outlawed for children. Okay, just something that asks for a distinct change. And I would make the argument that all three were begging the question because we give harms, but they say cell phones are bad. Does that mean cell phones are harmful? Okay, so watch how you phrase your contention. In 3 or 4 words, proof 1 says harmful. 3 or 4 words summarizing proof 2, it says it's harmful. And oh gee, the same for the third proof. So guess what my contention is? Cell phones are harmful.
yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Because for this group of people, bad means good, right? So it's like, what the hell? Okay. Hi, we're going to start out. James is going to do the beginning and the first proof, and then we're going to have somebody else do the other two. So my name's Jeffrey.
Hi,
Hey,
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Hi,
So-
Jeffrey.
Okay, my proposition. The US should have more regulations on the homeless.
What?
By regulations on the homeless, I mean more laws to keep them off the streets. Homeless are people living on the streets, and by the US, I mean the federal government. My contention, new programs would be beneficial for the homeless. My first proof comes from an excellent source who stated that homelessness in Miami-Dade County, Florida was reduced 87% after a food and beverage tax created to provide services to homeless people went into effect. My second proof from an excellent source says the economic stimulus package that was proposed by the president includes, includes $1.5 billion aimed to help fight homelessness. And my last proof from an excellent source, excuse me, New York City, from an excellent source, yeah. New York City has invested in the Department of Homeless Services program. The program provides work opportunities and employment counseling aimed to help the homeless. I'm now open for cross-ex.
Yay.
Thanks,
Hey,
James.
so first off, you did not meet your prima facie responsibility because you only gave us one contention with 3 proofs.
I've got it right
And
here.
it's too late to,
Oh.
pardon?
I have my second contention.
And it's too late to add it.
Okay, make sure you put that in one sentence. Don't pause. Okay,
Okay.
you didn't do this and it's too late to add it now. Oh, okay. Good. Start at the
Um,
top.
So your prop says it should have more regulations. And that's not, would that still be asking for a distinct change?
You tell me.
No, because it doesn't include all homeless.
Okay. And,
And it has the word should.
well, should's going to be in there anyway, but you're saying it's not talking about all the homeless because regulations do exist already. So it's not asking for a change. And because it's not asking for a change, it's supporting the status quo, and I thank you. But Tom's going to make me rip you up anyway. That's what you have to say.
So because you haven't, I'm sorry, Tom, can you repeat it again?
I didn't ask for a change.
So because you haven't asked for a change, you did not meet the status quo, but I'm gonna rip up your proof anyway.
Yep, there you go. All right. So we're at definitions now.
Okay, so your first definition, you had one benefit.
No, no,
and
no.
that was just,
You just say you defined more regulations and homeless. And I go,
Okay,
yes. Then you go to the contention.
okay. So you defined regulations, US and homeless.
Hmm.
And then your contention was new programs for should benefit.
They will be beneficial for the homeless. Yes.
They will be beneficial.
Hmm.
Okay. And then your first proof from a excellent source
Hmm.
states that it'll help reduce the homeless.
It did help in Miami-Dade County. Yep.
Okay. Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the UFER?
The UFER, I'm going to go for a hasty generalization because it only gives us one benefit,
Mhm.
and because you're coming to a big conclusion.
No, that's the
based on limited
definition.
evidence.
That's the definition. You don't give that. You only gave us one thing. That's a hasty generalization, which is
A form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
yes. Good job. All right. Number 1 through 6, please.
5.
Spencer, take over for the next 2 proofs, please. Good job, James.
Thanks.
Spencer, you in there, buddy? There's somebody else in your car.
Can
Yeah,
you
I'm with
repeat
my buddy.
proof 2, please?
Proof 2. There is in the economic stimulus package that's being proposed, there's $1.5 billion to help fight homelessness.
You have any proof for that?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
And also, I don't think that your proof links to your contention. It's begging the question. That's a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
Good. Proof 3.
For proof 3, I just wrote no link. I don't.
Ask,
Same thing.
just ask the first question then.
Do you have any proof of that?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
So I just go with no link then.
Which is,
I don't remember what the
you just said
was.
it. You just said what the reasoning was.
Okay, so I'll just do that then. I just did this.
Mhm.
Okay, because your proof does not link to your contention,
Yeah.
I'm begging the question.
Uh-huh.
It's a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
Okay. Yay. You're wrong, but you went for it. No.
Way to commit. Good job.
Oh, Nicole came in. Good.
Wait, how is that one wrong? Because I thought it
Nope,
was.
I'm
begging
not
the
here.
question
I'm not
too.
here.
No.
I'm not here. I'm backing
Okay.
out.
Okay, good. One of the key things here is that although it's showing that a program works, so it's providing beneficial to the homeless, but it only happened in New York City. So the more appropriate illogic to go after
Yeah.
on this one would be,
A hasty generalization.
there you go. Okay. Hi. Good job, though. Spencer's rocking this morning.
What's up, Spence?
It's the background. Okay, so let me switch back to gallery. There we go. Hi, my name's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
So
Yeah.
my proposition is Wi-Fi should be made available for free to everybody. By Wi-Fi, I mean internet access available for free is that anybody can go anywhere and use Wi-Fi and at no cost. I will contend Wi-Fi internet access is expensive. My first proof from an excellent source says an average American spends on the low end $50 a month for Wi-Fi services. My second proof from an excellent source says there are currently 3 billion internet users in the world today. The average price is at the low end, and many users are switching to unlimited plans. And my last proof for this contention comes from an excellent source, which says Xfinity.com is a cable internet service, and whenever someone switches to unlimited plans, they pay on average $50 more on top of their monthly communication bill. I'm now open for cross X.
Yay.
Thank you. Spencer, 1 through 7.
1.
1. Good. Jasmine. Rock and roll.
All right. So your proposition was that Wi-Fi needs to be made available. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. You did not meet the prima facie responsibility. You only gave us one contention and 3 proofs.
I
And
have the
it's too
second
late
one.
to add it now.
Don't pause.
Sorry. I was waiting for you to say, well, I have them.
Yeah, you just
I
wanted
could
to
say-
stop me. Okay,
Okay, but I'm gonna rip them up anyways.
good.
All right, Wi-Fi, your proposition was that Wi-Fi should be made available to everybody for free.
Yep.
You defined what Wi-Fi was and what free was.
Mhm.
And your contention was is that Wi-Fi access is expensive.
Yes,
So your first proof was that the average person spends $50 a month on Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Did they give us any proof?
that's what they said.
That's anecdotal. I don't accept anecdotal proof. And that proof does not link to the contention.
Why not?
Well, I'd say because who says that $50 is expensive or not?
That's the question.
Yeah, right. So it's begging the question, and that's a form of illogical proof, and I do not accept illogical proof.
Good. Proof 2.
Proof 2 was that currently 3 billion people use the internet, and
The average price is there.
okay. Did they give us any proof?
No. Yeah, that's what they said.
That's anecdotal. I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Good.
That proof is begging the question, which is a form of illogical proof.
Why is it begging the question?
Oh, because again, it's like number 1, who says that the average is expensive. And that is a form of illogical proof, and I do not accept illogical proof.
Good. Good. Give me a number 1 through 7.
1. Oh, that's me. 2.
Well, there's a new one now. Okay, Valeria, take over for proof 3, please.
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay, and the UFR?
Your third proof was Xfinity is a cable internet that switches.
You pay an average of $50 more for unlimited.
For unlimited. That is a hasty generalization because you only gave me 1 or 2 proofs.
1.
That is a form of 1 proof. That is a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proofs.
There you go. And I only talked about Xfinity. Good. So you're going to start us out on the next one and then get somebody else to take over for you. Hi, my name's Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
Switch back to gallery. Good. There we go. My proposition, the driving age for licenses should rise to 18. By driving age, I mean the age when you can get a driver's license. And by rising to 18 is when you can legally allow you to drive a car. I will contend raising the driving age is beneficial. My first proof from an excellent source says car crashes are the leading cause of death among teenagers. The bottom line is that when we look at the research, raising the driving age saves lives. My second proof from an excellent source says more than 5,000 United States teenagers die each year in car crashes. The rate of crashes, fatal and non-fatal, per mile driven for 16-year-olds is almost 10 times higher than the rate of fatal and non-fatal accidents of drivers aged 30 to 59. And my last proof from an excellent source, all 50 states prohibit 16-year-olds from drinking alcohol, buying cigarettes, purchasing handguns. Yet somehow most states are willing to put them in charge of a car, which can potentially be a deadly weapon. I'm now open for cross X. Valeria, thank you. Thanks for the yay.
Yeah.
Valeria,
Because you didn't meet your prima facie responsibility, I can't. You didn't have 2 contentions and 3 proofs, and it's too late to add it now.
that's how you say it. Good job. No pausing. Did you see that, Jasmine? Okay. Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Start at the prop.
Your proposition was the driving age should rise to 18. We define
Correct.
driving age in 18.
Yep.
Your contention was raising the driving age is beneficial.
Yep.
Proof 1, you said car crashes among teenagers rises.
The car crash is the #1 cause of death by teenagers. So raising the driving age would save lives.
Okay, that is begging the
Wait, what's the first question?
did they give us any proof?
Is what they said.
That's anecdotal and I don't accept the anecdotal proof.
Okay.
And
Not-
it is begging the question because you are repeating the contention.
Mhm.
That's a form of a logic and I don't accept logical proof.
You rock. Well done. Give me a number 1 through 7.
7.
2, 4, 6, 7. Katie, take over, please. Good job, Valeria.
I don't exactly remember what your second proof was about,
That
but I remember that it was begging-
16-year-olds, yeah, 16-year-olds have 10 times the rate of dying than drivers 30 to 59.
Okay. So first of all, did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
It's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Your proof does not link to your contention, so you're begging the question, and that's a form of a logic, and I don't accept a logical proof.
Good.
And for your third proof, it was about how 16-year-olds are banned from, they can't like buy cigarettes, alcohol, guns, stuff like that.
Hmm.
So did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's a form, no, that's anecdotal and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Hmm.
And this is also begging the question because your proof does not link to your contention. And that's a form of a logic and I don't accept a logical proof.
Yes, and well done, well done. Good. I think we're starting to get it now because you guys are doing very well so far.
Okay,
But
for
that-
that last one,
Hmm.
on proof 3, could you also use analogy?
I guess technically you could, yes. Is a car similar to those 3 things? The
No.
ones that definitely cause death. So, yeah. Okay. We're thinking. I like it. Did that guy leave your car?
No, he's just waiting for his class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you know him. Okay. My name's Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Kyle.
What's up? My proposition, all people should exercise. By all people, I mean human beings, as distinguished from animals and other beings. They wrote that. And by exercise, bodily or mental exertion for the sake of training or improving the health. My contention, exercise improves health and wellness and increases lifespan. My first proof from an excellent source says, as far back as 2500 BC in China, physical activity and physical fitness have been linked with health and longevity. My second proof, according to an excellent source, conductors who work on London's double-decker buses and who climb 600 stairs per working day experience less than half of the incidence of heart attacks as the driver sat for 90% of their shift. And the last one is from an excellent source. 30 minutes or more of moderate intensity physical activity on most, preferably all, but most days of the week is associated with 20 to 30% reduction in the risk of all causes of mortality. I now open for cross-X.
Yay.
Yay.
Thanks, Katie, 1 through 7.
Do I not have to do this top part?
Didn't you do 2 proofs?
I only did 2 proofs, but I never
Yeah.
did the
Oh,
like.
we'll get you on the next one.
Oh, okay. So pick a number.
Yeah.
3.
3, Will. Rock and roll.
Pretty sure he left like not even a minute ago.
Okay then, Josh.
So, you did not meet your prima facie
Responsibility.
responsibility, and it's too late to.
Okay, but you got to tell me why.
You didn't have 2 contentions
Okay,
and a total of 6 proofs.
3 proofs each.
Yeah, and it's too late to add them now.
There you go.
So, your proposition was all people should exercise.
Yes.
You defined all people and exercise.
Yep.
Your contention was it increases health and wellness and the lifespan.
Yep.
Your first proof was something linked to health and longevity.
Yeah, physical activity and fitness linked to health and longevity. Yes.
Wouldn't that be a hasty
What's
generalization?
the first question you asked?
Did they give us any proof?
Is what they said.
That is anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Mhm.
It would be a hasty generalization.
Because
I don't know why it would be a hasty.
I only talked about China.
Yeah. So
Hasty generalization is
a form of illogic, and I do not accept illogical proof.
proof 2.
You said that conductors who work on London buses experience less heart attacks than a driver.
Yep.
That would also be a hasty
Wait,
generalization.
what's your first question?
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
And it is a hasty generalization because you only talked about London drivers.
Mhm.
and that is a form of illogic, and I do not accept illogical proof.
Good job. 1 through 7.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zaylin, take over, please.
Can you repeat the last one, please?
Sure. There's a 20 to 30% reduction in all causes of death by moderate intensity physical activity.
Okay, did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
Well, that's anecdotal and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
I kind of want to go off with begging the question.
Then go off by begging the question.
So that one, I believe that it doesn't link to the contention because it just talks about the deaths instead of how it improves life.
Exactly.
So that's a form of a logic and I don't accept illogical proofs.
Exactly. Well done. Because this is a classic. I'm giving you 3 things in my contention. And so if the affirmatives gives you 2 or 3 things in the contention, they have to prove those 2 or 3 things in each proof. Okay. So Zaylin's going to start us off on this next one. And it's coming from Vincent.
Hi, Vincent.
What's up? My proposition, all fast food should be banned in the United States. By fast food, I mean quickly prepared meals served in restaurants. And by banned, I mean get rid of. And the US is the whole damn country. Okay. My contention, fast food causes health problems. My first proof from an excellent source says fast food causes depression, heart disease, strokes, shortness of breath, and high cholesterol. My second proof from an excellent source says fast food detriments include it increases our chances of having diabetes, cardiac issues, and pulmonary issues. And my third proof from an excellent source says fast food causes people to become overweight, causes diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Now open for cross X.
Woo!
Zaylin. That was a good one. I haven't been wooed before. Thank you, Jasmine.
Siphon it up.
Since you did not meet your prima facie, which is 2 contentions and at least 3 proofs for each, you did not, you didn't meet it? I don't know.
You didn't meet your prima facie responsibility.
Okay, responsibility, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I have it here. Fast food.
But you can do it.
Oh, okay. Make one. That's the Jasmine rule. You got it. No pause.
Alrighty, so for your for your proposition, it was that all foods should be banned in the US, correct?
Fast food. Mhm.
Okay, and then you define fast foods, the causes of the health, and then you define fast foods banned in the US, correct?
Correct.
All right, so then your contention was fast foods cause health problems.
Yep.
Okay, your first one was about the problems that it caused, which was depression, illness, and so on.
Yeah.
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Does this cause the problems?
Cause these 5 problems? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does it cause these problems all the time?
No,
What % of the time does this cause the problems?
I have no idea.
Are there any other causes for these problems?
Oh, you betcha.
Okay, because you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proof.
Well done. 1 through 7.
I'll go with 4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nicole, take over for proof 2, please.
Is it the one that says causes depression?
Diabetes, cardiac problems, and pulmonary problems.
Okay, so causes Oh, but they gave us three,
Yeah,
and it was from an excellent source also.
yes.
Okay. I just put like 3 checks like you
Yeah,
said.
that's
so
good. So
trying to
your
do
first
shorthand.
question is,
Okay.
look at the negative flow sheet. The first question for every proof is the anecdotal question.
Right. I'm trying to think of where I could fit it. I'm thinking like if it's a causal.
Wait, it's definitely causal. But the first question is, did they give us any proof?
Did they give us any proof?
It's
Right.
what they said.
Since you didn't rule
That's
out
anecdotal.
that's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal evidence.
Okay, now you're saying the OOFR is causal. Ask the first causal question.
Right. Well, okay. I don't have like that whole thing in front of me.
Why not?
I have it on it. I gotta find the page that it's on. Because I have them all handwritten out. Okay, so it's about the percentage of time.
Does fast food
cause
these three
these
problems?
3 problems?
Yes.
Does it cause it all every time?
No.
Okay, because I can't keep going, right? If it doesn't, or could I?
Well, you keep going, you have to. What percentage of the time?
What percentage of the time does it cause these issues?
I have no idea. And then question 4.
Well, when you say since you
Question
cannot
4 is, are there other causes for these problems?
for these problems, since you cannot rule out alternative causality, isn't that it?
Yeah, after I say, yes, there are other causes.
I'm sorry, I'm on autopilot with it.
Yeah. So you have to ask all 4. The first one says, yes, it's causal. The second one shows it doesn't happen all the time. The third one shows I don't know what percent of the time. And the last one says it could be anything that causes it. So I blow up my own proof. And that's why you haven't ruled out alternate causality. I can't accept your proof. Now go to proof 3.
And then is that the one with the detriment? Because I just wrote detriments and then I just put 3 checks under
There was
that.
actually 4 checks, but yeah.
4 checks. Okay,
Mhm.
sorry.
Question 1.
Okay. And the source was an excellent source.
Mhm.
I think it's just another causal question.
It's going to be after you ask the first question.
Okay. Jesus. Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said. That's
It's a form
anecdotal.
of logic, and I
No,
don't
that's anecdotal.
accept proof.
There you go. Now the 4 causal questions.
So what is it always
No. Question 1. Does fast food cause these
fast
4
food
cause
cause these 4
problems?
problems?
Yes.
What percentage of the time?
Does it cause it all the time?
Does it cause it all the time?
No,
What percentage?
I don't know.
Since you
Now, question 4.
Okay. I'm sorry, say it.
Other causes. Are there other causes for these problems?
Okay. Are there other causes for these problems?
Yes. Now the summary.
Okay. Since you haven't ruled out alternative
Causality.
causality, I cannot accept your
Proof.
proof. Okay.
There you go.
Get way
See?
too hard.
You just don't
As per
overthink
usual.
it. Just plug it
Okay.
in there and you'll be fine. Okay. What time is it? Oh shit, we got time. Hi.
You wished you were done.
Well, my weekend starts in 12 minutes. So, All right, my name is Jose.
Hi, Jose.
Hi,
Okay.
Jose.
What's up? My proposition, vaccines should be required for all children. By vaccines, substance that prevents sickness. By children, I mean kids in elementary school. And by required, I mean there will be no exemptions given. My contention is that vaccines are safe. My first proof from an excellent source says most childhood vaccines are 90 to 99% effective in preventing disease. My second proof from an excellent source says vaccines are some of the safest medical products available. And my last proof from Sanjay Gupta, the chief medical correspondent for CNN and a practicing neurosurgeon. He rocks. You are 100 times more likely to be struck by lightning than to have a serious allergic reaction to the vaccine that protects you against measles. I now open for cross-X. Katie, start us out.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right. You did not meet your prima facie responsibilities because you didn't have two contentions
Contention.
and 3 proofs each, and you
Uh-huh.
don't have time to add it,
No, it's too late to add it.
and it's too late to add it.
The Jasmine rule. Okay.
So your proposition was vaccines are required for all children.
Should be required for all children. Mhm.
Should be required.
Because right now kids aren't, their parents can take them out and say it's against our religion or we're afraid. And if the affirmative keeps talking like that, you just go, excuse me, my time. Okay, just answer my question. So go ahead, do that.
Excuse me, my time.
You got to do the hand. Okay, good. Good.
You defined vaccine children and required.
Yep.
And your contention was that vaccines are safe.
Yes.
Your first proof was that vaccines are 90 to 99% effective to prevent disease.
Correct.
That is.
Wait.
Oh, did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Okay, wait, I'm watching Nicole become cousin it.
Putting in dry shampoo, don't.
Okay, go ahead.
So this would be begging the question because your proof doesn't link to your contention.
Correct.
And it's a form of a logic, and I don't accept a logical proof.
Good, proof 2.
You said that vaccines are some of the safest medical products.
Yes.
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I do not accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
This would be, where was it? Oh, begging the question because you just repeated your contention, and that's a form of a logic, and I don't accept a logical proof.
Good, do proof 3 while you're at it.
Sanjay
Gupta.
You said that it was 100 times more likely to be
struck by lightning than to get a serious reaction from the measles vaccine.
So, did they give us any proof?
Sanjay Gupta said that. I just like saying his name.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Okay.
Is lightning similar to measles?
Oh God, no.
I, 'cause I don't know what, is it a false analogy?
Because if the question one of causation, analogy, or authority is answered in the negative, and I said no, then it automatically becomes the illogic. And in this
Okay.
case, the false analogy.
So that is a false analogy, which is a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
Good, 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 good. And so what Katie just finished doing was 1/2 of what she's going to be doing 3 weeks from now. Okay, she come from the top of the prop, pointing out, in this case, the bad prima facie, and then going all the way through. Now you just do it again for contention 2, and you're off and running, okay? So well done. Now, we do have time for 2 more. Do you want me to have one of you do all 3 of them again?
I actually have to go for
What the hell?
work. Sorry.
Well, work's gain is our loss.
That's right.
Say hi to Maddie for us. Everybody
I
say
will.
hi, Maddie.
I will.
No, say hi to Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
There we go. Thank you. All right, have fun, Jasmine. Shoot me an email if you got questions.
Okay, and we meet again on Thursday, right?
Correct.
Or-
Watch the tape from Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. All right, my name is Mariah. Oh, you didn't answer. Do you want me to have one person do all 3 again?
I haven't done the top part.
You haven't done it, Spence?
Nope.
Okay. My name is Mariah.
I'm Mariah.
I'm Mariah.
My proposition, all K-12 schools should require American Sign Language courses. By definition, K-12, that encompasses the education from kindergarten to 12th grade. So you're looking at 5 to 18-year-olds. My definition of American Sign Language courses are classes that teach students the manual alphabet and signing, as well as helping the deaf culture. Okay. My contention, that means bullshit, by the way. My contention, there you go. Nicole knows. There is a lack of knowledge about the deaf community in America. My first proof from an excellent source says, many hearing Americans assume that just because someone cannot hear, that their understanding of the world is somehow lessened. That is not the case. Being deaf does not equal being stupid. My second proof from an excellent source says deaf or hard of hearing people are often misunderstood when it comes to communicative events. Many of us hearing people cannot understand why certain deaf people cannot comprehend our lip movements, or believe that one deaf or hard of hearing person can communicate with another from a different country very easily. And my last proof, it is important to understand, excellent source, important to understand the deaf and hard of hearing communities to be able to integrate and work with them. Understanding that they are just people with a difference in abilities will reduce the misunderstanding and prejudice that are occurring between people who can hear and people who are deaf or hard of hearing. Now over across X.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you, Spence.
Because you have not met your prima facie responsibility, which was by using 2 contentions.
Providing 2 contentions. Yeah.
Providing 2 contentions, and it's too late to add the second one now.
Okay. Well, you're a bastard. Thank you.
Okay.
It's top of the case, Spence.
You propose that all schools should provide American Sign Language.
They should require American Sign Language classes, yeah.
Okay, you defined K through 12 and American Sign Language.
Mm-hmm.
And you contend that Americans have a lack of knowledge of people who use sign language or can't hear.
It's just a lack of knowledge about the deaf, period.
Of the deaf. Okay.
Mhm.
For proof 1, do you have any proof
It's what they said.
that's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Good.
And it is also a hasty generalization, which is a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
Why is it a hasty generalization?
You only gave us one. What am I thinking of? It one proof, one.
One, yeah, item, one thing about lack of knowledge. Mhm. Yeah, but you got to point that out. You know, say you only gave us one benefit, or you only gave us one thing, and that shows me you know what the hell you're talking about. And hasty generalization is
Oh, hasty generalization is a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
okay. Proof 2.
Okay. Proof 2. Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Hmm.
And okay, you gave us 3 reasons
I
why.
gave you 2.
2. Oh. So that's hasty generalization.
Did you
Did
ask
you
me
only-
about the anecdotal nature of this proof?
I did.
Okay, then.
Because you only gave us 2 proofs. That's a hasty generalization, which is a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
Yep. And proof 3.
Okay. Did you give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Hmm.
And this proof does not link to the contention,
Hmm.
which begs the question, is a form of illogic, and I don't accept illogical proof.
Rock and roll. Well done. Well done. Who knew? You know, with that background. So, last one then. Anybody in particular wish this one? And everybody goes, yes, pick me, Tom. Okay.
I'll
then.
do it since I sucked today.
Okay. Well, my name's Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
What's up? My proposition, all kids should play baseball. By kids, I mean those from 5 to 18. And baseball is the American sport created from the British sport cricket, which is only for females. That is done with a bat and ball. And one team goes out to try to get another team that's up out so that they can then be up and try to score. My contention, think about it. Baseball is hard to define. So, contention, baseball is beneficial for kids. My first proof from an excellent source says, baseball puts your body through a lot of movements during the game. Running, throwing, catching, moving from side to side, and swinging the bat are all part of the game. It helps to improve coordination. Fielding the ball on the ground or on the fly involves a lot of moving parts working in harmony. You will develop a high level of hand-eye coordination as you practice and learn to apply the reflexes necessary to field a ground ball, hit the ball, and throw a ball. My second proof from an excellent source says, baseball teaches you discipline because your kid needs to undergo training and other drills to be competitive in the sport. Your kid can be disciplined and trained at a young age, along with other kids who are also playing baseball. And my last proof comes from an excellent source that says being part of a team is essential, especially if you want to mingle and interact with other people. It teaches the importance of teamwork. This is a sport that does not rely on a single person, unless your pitcher sucks. It is a teamwork for the team to finally win the game. Now open for cross-ex.
Yay.
Yay.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. Okay, Ryan. First, what I would say is that this person didn't meet their prima facie responsibility and they can't add it now.
By providing a second contention. You got to tell me why it wasn't prima
Okay,
facie.
I
Okay.
apologize for that.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay.
You got it. So go to the prop.
Okay, so all kids should play baseball.
Mm-hmm,
And then they defined it
mm-hmm.
to the nth degree. And the contention was that it was beneficial.
Yep.
Okay. The proof was the movements that they went through.
Movements, coordination, harmony, all of that. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits.
So that was the thing I was gonna ask. They went through the movements, but I didn't know if that was supposed to be a thing that we should
Well,
count. Okay,
yeah.
so
That's one.
okay, so that would be 3 different things because I just thought. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
So what's question 1?
well, I just thought it was a form of logic because it's just.
What's question 1 you ask of any proof?
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That's a form of logic, and I
No,
don't.
that's anecdotal.
That's anecdotal, and I don't. accept.
Anecdotal proof. Good. Now make your claim as to the UFR.
Okay. I don't know. I just there's.
I gave you 3 benefits.
Well, do you want it to be like a
Both?
causal? Or does it,
If, when you listen to the proof, does it link to the contention? Because if it doesn't, or it simply repeats it, it's begging the question. If there's only
begging
one
the
or 2,
question for me?
no, if there's 1 or 2 things, then it's a hasty generalization.
Right.
If it's 3 or more, it is almost always causal. So plug in your A and B. So does baseball cause those 3 benefits is question 1.
Okay. Okay.
Does baseball cause those?
Does baseball cause these benefits?
Yes.
What percentage of the
No,
time?
all the
Oh,
time is
all the
next.
time. Right.
Does it-
Okay.
yeah.
Does it cause these benefits all the time?
Oh, hell no.
And if it did, what percentage of the time?
I have no idea.
Since you have
No.
not. Oh,
Question 4.
okay. What percentage of the
Are there
time?
other
Are there other
ways to get these benefits?
Right. Are there other ways to get these benefits?
Yes. Now you
Since
summarize.
right, since you have not ruled out alternative causality, I cannot accept your proofs.
Exactly. Okay, I'm trying to get you down to a cookie cutter approach, and you are trying to fill in more blanks that you don't need to. I think that's where the issue is. You want to do proof 2?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Discipline. was
Yeah,
number
your
1.
kids get discipline.
So that I put begging the question because it's only 1.
That's not begging the question, but what's the first question you ask?
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
That and I think it's
Anecdotal.
it's anecdotal.
And
And
you-
I don't accept anecdotal proof.
good. Now you think it's begging the question. Why?
Because it's only 1.
Okay. Because if there's only 1 or 2 things, that's not begging the question,
It's a hasty generalization,
which is,
a form of logic, and I don't accept logical
there you go. Now proof 3.
proof.
It's life's little victories.
I know.
Yeah. So
Eating
proof
shit
3.
into my head. being part of a team is important.
Uh-huh.
Did they give us any proof?
It's what they said.
Did they give us any proof?
And I said, that's what they said.
Right.
And you go, that's
That's
anecdotal.
anecdotal, and I don't accept anecdotal proof.
Great. And they gave you one thing, teamwork. And if there's only one thing, what's that called?
Oh, it's called a hasty generalization.
Which is,
A form of logic.
and I,
Don't accept a logical proof.
and you did it.
Thanks, guys. Struggle bus.
Bravo. See? And
Right on the
that's
dot.
get messy, make mistakes, and learn. So that's the key. Overall, you have done very well today. And you, Nicole, from the first time you questioned till now, it's 100% improvement. Okay. So the key thing, get that third affirmative done. Send it to me if you want me to look at it. 2 contentions, 3 proofs each, no illogic. Okay. No logic.
Pills will give you a brain.
There we go. So go out and enjoy your weekend. If you have any questions, shoot me an email.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye, Zaylen. Bye, Jacob with a K. Bye, Spence. Good job today. Bye, Josh. Have fun.
I was just thinking when you were like, it's my time, I was thinking, isn't that what Kamala Harris said to what's his face?